Welcome back, friends, family, and fans. I can't believe what I just saw. Today we're reviewing the Resistance shows The Triple Dark and the other one. Tell us what you think and what you're flipped out about.
Okay, so today we're reviewing 2 episodes of the ongoing garbage series called Resistance. These are episodes 2, The Triple Dark, and episode 3, Fuel for the Fire. There are 3 too many of these already, if you ask me. And if you clicked here to get glowing accolades, then get ready to flush your hopes deep down the shitter. I'm only kidding. It's worse. Episode 2, The Triple Dark. Kaz and BB-8 uncover information on an imminent pirate attack towards the Colossus, and they must find a way to stop it. Alright, first I'd like to say that at the very least the first couple of episodes are setting up decent character development, but unfortunately some of the characters are idiots, namely Kaz, Niku, and Bucket. Again, they're like, but it's for kids! Well, not at 10 p.m. on a Sunday night. And regarding kids, Kaz's character patronizes children that might be in an older age category. Say, teens, because he's supposed to be this graduated pilot, yet he acts like an absolute moron. Not all kids enjoy stupidity. Plus, Lucasfilm says Star Wars needs diversity, but claims this show is just for kids. Anyway, there is character development, but only to find out you're watching The Three Stooges as a futuristic cartoon. Listen, this is an annoying show. I imagine their viewership is already shrinking. Our enjoyment of this show is comparable to grab-assing a fire-farting dragon or barebacking a flea-infested camel on a 5-hour frolic. So the upside? Well, it reintroduces the mildly interesting Phasma and the First Order. Phasma does seem to have more of a role in this episode than in both the previous movies. Well, I mean, not more of a role, but it seems a little bit more interesting. The pirates, which are also working for the First Order, they were alright, and I did like the salvaged Imperial ships. They were sort of a good throwback, you know. But the silly-ass, dumbstruck doofuses Kaz, Niku, and Bucket take you right out of the story, enough to make you forget you're watching Star Wars. I mean, kind of, while also simultaneously tossing your mind into like an episode of Johnny Test in space. I might have been able to deal with it better if it had been more like Ben 10, but no such luck. So, let's move on to the next one. Episode 3. So this one, Fuel for the Fire, came on tonight, and unfortunately it is more of the same. They introduce Rucklin, a sky racer that pressures Kaz into stealing a rare and dangerous hyperfuel hidden in Yeager's private office. Again, lately, Lucasfilm has a hard-on for fuel or hyperfuel in the Star Wars universe, where before it was barely, if ever, mentioned in the 2 Lucas trilogies. Seriously, what is it with putting fuel in these stories as the MacGuffin or a story catalyst? Anyway, Kaz the Spaz takes his new friend Rucklin into Yeager's office, and they manage to take the hyperfuel. They're almost caught, but Rucklin gets away first and takes the fuel to his sky racer craft, whatever you call it. And he tops off his tank with the stuff. Then Kaz realizes that the fuel will cause Rucklin's ship to blow up, so he decides he's going to go jump on the front window of the ship as Rucklin's about to start a race. It's just very stupid, silly-ass jumping onto the window of the spaceship sky racer thing. I'm not quite sure. For some reason this is meant to be funny, but it comes off patronizing to our collective intelligence. It's like a cheap attempt for a laugh. Most jokes and comedic moments are executed as used-up cliches while making excuses for themselves, as if they're only for children. If a live-action show for Star Wars is $10 million and some change per episode, the live-action show that Jon Favreau is going to be doing, 10 of those are $100 million, so divided by 10, that's $10 million per episode. Well, let's say for argument's sake, each one of these Resistance episodes is $2 million. No, let's say $500,000 per show. If that's the case, and in my humble opinion, There is no way you should attempt to make a Star Wars cartoon for kids only. That's only one demographic. For $500,000 each, that doesn't make any sense. Or maybe even $1 million each. That's also stupid. That doesn't make any sense. If any of this is even close to true, there are very serious problems at Lucasfilm. Okay, so there are serious problems there already. Well, so in the end of this episode, Rucklin's ship does explode and Kaz saves him. Rucklin is angry about this, and it really made no sense to me. I have to blame the writing, but honestly, I blame the entire production. Well, guys and gals, the only reason I continue to watch this is for the review purposes, but it's so bad. I'm not sure I will continue giving this my full attention. It raises my heart rate, and it makes me feel, well, rather unstable.
Great. Feedback system?
Maybe you'll be more comfortable waiting over here.
Never mind. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back.
What is it with you? Have you ever worked on a ship before?
Well,
What's going on?
The